Number 3 is a concentration question. If you have a concentration question where they do not give you an equation, do check that formula sheet that I have at the appendix of this course. It's a very helpful formula sheet, and your concentration formula is in there. We don't have to check it for this question though, because the SAT was kind enough to give us this this formula to work with. So this is the one I'll use. And it says if he used 50 milliliters of the 15% acid solution, I can tell that they're talking about this term right here because this is the one that has the 0.15. Therefore, X must be 50. So it's going to be 0.15 times 50, right? How many milliliters of the 30 solution did he use? So they did not tell me why. Here's going to be the solution that he mixed that's 30%. That's going to be my Y. And I'm just going to leave that as Y because they didn't tell me that, so I'm going to be solving for. We're going to end up with 0.22. Now I know that X is 50, so I'm going to plug it back in here. And it looks like I have a linear equation. I couldn't solve it here because there was both an X and a Y. But now that I replaced 50 with X, I only have Y left. This can be solved. So it's going to take a little bit of calculator work here. 0.15 times 50 is 7.5 plus 0.3 Y equals 0.22. I'm distributing here times 50 equals 11 plus 0.22 Y. Now I'll subtract 0.22Y from the other side. So combine like terms here. So 0.3 minus 0.22 is 0.08. And on the right, I have 11, but I'm going to subtract that 7.5 and get 3.5. Now divide both sides by the 0.08. And I'm getting 43.75. So I'm scanning these options right away, and I'm noticing none of them have this decimal that I just got. So my next job is to look at the question and find out, am I allowed to round my answer? I'm looking for some kind of language that tells me I can round, and I see it right here. That makes me feel better that I got a decimal. The SAT kind of expected me to get a decimal, otherwise they wouldn't have given me that instruction. And I do have to follow the rules of rounding, so I'm going to make sure to round this up. The rule says if this number here is 5 or larger, you want to bump it up to the next whole number, and that is the case. So we're going to round it to 44, and B is the correct answer.